Are we filming? Yeah, we are. Alright, part 3. We moved from the over shoulder to here to hopefully try to capture if we got any problems installing this, okay? So look, interesting thing is that I was looking at the website just to verify. What sucks is I bought an extra hammer on accident, so the reality is, look, the hammer set comes with these 3. If I had to nitpick, and I'm always going to nitpick and be honest with you guys, I don't like the fact that I have to use a stock valve reset with it. Okay, I don't like it. I generally want a full set. And my issue with this is not anything new. It's not a new design. It's Glock 18. It's been around for hundreds of years. So that's the only downside. I would say, hey, you should be including, I don't care if you need to charge a little bit more, but include the valve reset at least. I would love a spring, but because like, to me in your head, if you're getting a set, why is it not complete? That's the only thing that's annoying. And I'm looking to my left, and I got TTI over here. So we'll compare this next week or soon when I check it. But like, this is complete. It's got a valve reset in there, and the sear. It's a complete set. I didn't have to get the set plus the auto sear plus the only thing that's missing is springs. Okay, but I understand not all businesses are going to want to do the springs because either A, you do it yourself, or you get someone third party to do it. Okay, so at least these guys will provide the springs. We have to buy it separate, but it's kind of annoying. 'Cause now I got a stock non-steel valve reset, and these break. Okay, on the 18 they break right here, usually right in half. What happens is you got one part just moving around and this part doing nothing, and it doesn't lock the valve locker in place. Okay, that's what happens, because sometimes you just get that tension over time just pulling in, and this either snaps or that part breaks. And you need you don't, technically speaking, you don't. But the 18 style guys, it's actually different from 17. You will see the difference if you've taken it apart. They have a little bit different of a cut. Okay, so that's probably my biggest nitpick right now, and we'll see how it is installing. I picked this up and I was like, damn, why is this heavy? I forgot that this is steel. Okay, so it's a weird combination because traditionally, UAC/CowCow, well, not UAC, I keep on forgetting CowCow, but they'll do aluminum front and back. This is steel, and then this sucker right here is 7075. So it's a nice choice of durable, strong metals here, okay? Aluminum, it's insane. So take a look at the weight. 30.2 grams. And then we got this guy that's extremely light, 14.7 grams. So are you essentially cutting weight? Yeah, probably barely. I don't even know if we're going to be cutting weight. Okay, so let's do the trigger housing. Okay, this guy's got a little spring in here. We gotta get him out. We gotta get him out safely. Okay, let's get a little small flathead. We do not want to lose that guy. We're not going to be able to replace him. So let's take this spring right here. Let me try to get him out. Okay, we got him out. Let's push this down. Is there anything else? It does not feel like any other spring is in here. Okay, there we go. So you got to take the spring from the other one. Okay, now we're going to put that spring in here, right? Okay. Straightforward. Alright, so we got that done. Let's see, what is, I already forgot. This is like 15.5 gram with the insert in. 34.7. So this, look, we're saving on at 77.5. It's very strong. Do you need to replace this? No, you definitely don't. It is not something you need to replace. And I know what they said is like it's like an enhancement in terms of like, what did they say? Because I was curious about it. Reduced wobble of the slide and smoother slide action. I really don't understand how, because it's not going. I mean, you don't have a, this is fixed. So a little weird how that is, but I don't know. I'm like in my head, but we just bought it for the hell of it. Okay, not something. This part, I've worked on Glock 18s in the past for many. I've done so many builds of them, and they do. But I mean, you are using the shit out of it. The reality of, like, these guys that were sending them to me were guys that were like Glock 18, Glock 17 nuts. They didn't run high caliber. They didn't run shit. All they ran was Glock 18s and Glock 17s, and that was their pistol primary. Okay, so that's who was sending me stuff that were, and they were cracked right here, and sometimes they crack in the front for the Glock 18. Now, this is AAP design. I don't know how it'll handle, but I can tell you right now, the AAP design is definitely more robust than the Glock 18. So it is an improvement, but it's still the 18 internals, okay? And I don't care for the system. I don't like it. I've never have, and I never will. I prefer, I have the GHK behind me, and I prefer that system any day. Well, I gotta test it first, but I remember when I saw the videos, I was like, oh, hell yeah. Okay, so these are the pins you can buy from CowCow, and look, we're trying to use everything CowCow possible. That's the goal here, okay? Just to make life easy. I'm gonna put the hammer in first. This one, oh man, this is gonna be a tough son of a bitch. I don't know if I want to have, we might have to stop this video halfway because I need to leave at, I need to take a shower and leave soon. Oh shit, we already got stuck. Oh my god. There we go. I'm gonna get this guy in here. Can we, let's see if we can sneak from the other side. This part, guys, always takes me forever. My big old hands, my big fingers. It's the worst. I don't know why. I always ask myself, why did I get into pistols, man? I could have chosen something with, you know, bigger area controls. And the worst thing about this hammer spring is it's one of those hooked ones. So these are actually absolute pain in the ass. I get cramps in my hand doing this shit. This is why whenever people like they want to send me 18, I'm like, man, send it to somebody else. At the end of the day, they pester me, please. I'm like, all right, fine. Wow, this is going to be tough. All right, I'm like trying to get this. I'm gonna have to stop looking at the camera, guys. I don't want you guys to be here for 10 hours, be trying to do this shit. Let's see. It's usually always just easier to do that way. Yeah. I could give it more stability for me to put it in. My 3D printer is not sounding good. I need to re-grease that boy. Jesus, this spring is way too hard. Alright, let me try the other spring. I think this is 200 spring. I don't need 200%. I was just trying to match the other one. "200%, guys, that's if you're running like a steel. Alright, I mean, look at the difference. That steel one is insane. The 200%. Alright, so pull it back, get your valve knocker in. That steel one, man, gave me a crap. Jeez, I was ready to be like, screw this guy, let me work on this off camera. Okay. I got that guy in. I should have probably put the full auto sealer in. I mean, look at my fingers, alright? You know how long I've been doing this shit, but my finger covers the whole damn thing. Oh my god. I hate the 18. Give me a second, let me get this damn thing in. Okay. Once again, if you guys need a better video of installing it, I have it on the channel. Okay, it is going to be exactly the same way. What we're checking for here is that, hey, did Knuckles have any problems installing? Did he have to do any work or fitment or anything like that? And yet, guys, remember, this is just a one-off experience. There could be people who like have a shitty experience, unfortunately. You know, that's one thing we always have to be mindful of. But I do try to provide you guys. That's why I try to do these one takes as much as I can, right? Because it's nice to get that view. My fingers hurt so bad. You guys have any exercises, or how do I prevent hand cramps? Alright, is something I would love. Okay, we finally got it. Jesus. I'll push this in. Whew. After 20 hours, guys. Okay, after 20 hours. What is this? 15 minutes? You guys see me struggle with that? I would have to do, we could do a speed video one day. Oh, you serious? They don't... Oh my god. Give me a second. I don't want to take that apart. I'm gonna go look for a spring. I gotta have an extra one. Here we go. Alright, I'm like, hell no, I'm not taking that apart, okay? That's insane. Damn. That means you guys would have to do it. I know not everyone's going to have a box full of springs. Okay? I mean, I have a couple. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That sucks. I'm feeling bad for you guys. I mean, shit, that's annoying that you gotta take it apart, but at the same time, I guess it's normal. Like, it would be cool. Like, I understand, like, use your stock stuff, but it'd be cool if we could just get, like, hey, a complete kit ready to go. Okay. So far, we're doing okay. Let me put the spring out of the way. We have an extra hammer. If anyone needs a hammer, let me know. Hit me up. I'll sell it to you at a discount. Even though it's technically new. It is new. And this is where this is nitpicking. Okay, I don't want to. Yeah, like, come on. You have the skill set to make this. Why wasn't this made? Just charge a little bit more. Okay. We don't want to lose that spring. Let's start trying to build this guy. Alright, we're gonna get this guy in here. Okay, what are we hitting, huh? What are we hitting? Did I do anything wrong? Okay, guys, we're hitting something. Okay, there we go. Oh, okay, it is tight. Oof, that is tight. I'm gonna make sure if I put the sprinting right on the flawless here. I'll make sure after. All right, let's just try to get this guy up and running. I'm running out of time, unfortunately, guys. So that's the biggest problem right now. I gotta... Okay, see, this is, I mean, that's pretty much a drop in. You guys see that. So let's try to sneak this guy in. And then we gotta get the trigger spring in here. That's fine. We'll get that afters. Okay. Next up is trigger spring. Hook it in here. Actually, we'll put it on here first. Let me get this on here. Come on, get in there, buddy. There we go, okay. Alright, we got this in here. Alright, the spring came off. Alright, let's get the screws back in. We have one. Wrong squid. Let's see. Everyone's just so angry these days, man. You know, driving around, guys, I don't really drive that much. I had a lot of back surgery, so I gotta be honest, I'm scared of driving. But it's just insane how many people there are out there that's just miserable. It's a sad sad thing to see. I mean, it's a noticeable difference. I didn't think we were gonna shave off that much weight, but it's noticeable. It's really noticeable now. The weight has shifted back here, but that's reasonable, right? Because we have a full steel hammer house. And the only thing I can say right here is, look, you guys see how it's not. I don't know if that's going to be an issue. But this was tight. All right, let's just so it's they always come out right, right? This is for the weird one. Okay. I can't believe, guys, I struggled with that. Look at this. This right here, 200%. Don't bother with this 200%, guys. Honestly, you do not need 200%. We don't have steel. It's not like you're running a steel bulk carrier. If you're running a steel bulk carrier and you want to like just destroy your gun faster, sure, go ahead and run. But 200% is insane. I could never. All right. So what do we have here? Did I adjust the screw? Now we have to go back and we have to adjust the screw. Maybe I did it too far forward, too big. Or maybe I didn't put the... I know the one thing that's tricky is the auto sear. The spring, there's a correct way for it. And maybe I didn't install it right. That's one thing maybe I didn't do. Or maybe this one right here is too far forward. Let's see if I install it. If I didn't install it right, then we'll stop here and I'll install it right. You know, that's my fault. I gotta admit, I gotta be honest, guys. I'm actually today. I don't have my full mind right here, right now. I'm a little distracted. Okay, I think we're okay. There we go. Okay, you guys, let's just dry fire it. Look at that. Alright, I got some work to do. If I installed it incorrectly, we'll see. If I had to take a guess, it's probably the hammer full auto sear is what I did wrong. Let's put in, is it a semi? Jesus Christ. Putting this is actually really so harder now. Where do we have the problem? It's off a little. I don't know if you guys can see that. So I gotta do some work on the hammer housing for sure, and I gotta make sure I installed everything correct in the hammer. So this is something we'll see. That will be it for the video. I got some work to do. Okay. Do you guys want me to do an update? What I had to do? First of all, I can say right now where a problem is when I put it inside of here. Look at that. You guys see right here? So I have to push this forward. I have to push this forward to get into the part right here. I didn't have that issue before. What I'll do is I'll probably measure. I gotta make sure. We gotta make sure this hammer housing is sitting flush, right? And it's gotta be in the right position. Because right now, I can already tell you from the difference right here. Check that out. You see right there? And what that has right here. So it needs to be forward a little bit more, but then you have the pins that hold it in place. And this probably, I didn't put the spring in maybe right for this guy. So that's why he's not holding it. So I can tell you right now, I can feel this right here. You guys see? I can feel it rubbing against the grip. So I'm going to sand the inside right here. I'm going to sand it. I want this to be, I don't want to be able to feel that grip on it. I can feel it. You see how it doesn't, you see how it'll pop up, but it won't. So these are some things you might have to do, guys. So one, probably sand the area. Make sure, two, I'm going to make sure I installed the spring right. I don't know if I put it in right. There's a correct way for it. I have it in my video. And this, I don't know if you guys can see this. This is like, it doesn't sit flush. Like it's popping up. So I don't know if that's because of the position of the hammer chassis. You guys see that? So that's kind of annoying, and this isn't lining up with this. So we put this in, right? You can see from the other side. You guys see right here? Before, I would just be able to push this, right? I push this and I would push down. But that's not the issue anymore now. Now I have to push this and push the slide a little bit forward to get it in. It's just a lot harder to get on now. It's also hitting the sides right here. So it's just a little bit thicker. The question is, what do you want to do? Do you want to modify the hammer chassis or the upper slide? The reality is, guys, I can tell you, I would modify the axis. This is plastic and this is expensive. Okay, this is probably worth more than this upper, hands down. So that's why, guys, honestly speaking, go ahead and modify. If you need to, you're gonna shave just a little. You can actually see where it's hitting. You guys see right here? You can actually see where it's hitting. So I would probably just take a little file, boom, just enough to make it to slide in, right? That's what the first thing I do. So I'm going to modify that. I'll make sure you guys can see right here, it's hitting right here. So where does that part? That's this part right here. So you know what's funny is that I remember someone saying like, hey, I had to do work on my, I think someone bought the CowCow and they said they had to do work on this. I could see where they had to do work. I'm hoping you didn't, I don't know. I wouldn't sand this because this is worth more than this alone. I mean, you could just get, again, upper. Now, if you have an upper receiver that's like aluminum or TTI, okay, then that becomes a battle of, okay, what do you want to do? Am I going to change this part? Am I going to? That's a question you guys have to answer yourself. But knowing me, I'm going to do the grip right here, and I'm going to do the upper right here because this is just plastic to me, and I don't. I plan on replacing this eventually anyways. At that point, if I get like a nice upper, then yes, I would say, okay, you know what, let me work on getting this just a little bit smaller. And you could file it on the sides, 1, 2. This area, I'd be careful. That I think you would do on the grip. For the upper, you would just try to make this work with your upper. Okay, but this is nothing wrong with CowCow. Okay, you guys you should expect that. Okay, this is what happens when you buy a lot of parts. You need to understand how it works and what to do. But this is why I have the channel to help you guys out. Okay, and now you have to be able to discern, what am I going to do? Am I going to do the hammer chassis, or am I going to do the grip or the upper receiver? I can tell you right now, if you got a stock gun, do the grip and receiver. Okay, just do that. And then once you start getting a custom grip, custom upper, okay, you know what? You can adjust this ever so slightly. Okay, you don't want to do it too much, but There, you're going to do a little at a time. Just a little at a time, put it back on. Alright, doesn't work. Okay, a little at a time, put it back on. Back and forth, back. Well, you will spend hours doing this. But I promise you it will be worth it in the long run. Alright, that was a long video. Sorry guys, it took me forever to put the damn hammer spin on. Alright, I'm an old man and I don't have great dexterity strength, okay? Alright, let me turn this off.